Well, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, whatever your current life situation is. Hello, YouTube. This is Jeffrey Kite back again with another episode of Kite's Curiosities. Got a TTM through the mail autograph returns video coming at you today. Haven't gotten a lot of TTMs lately, but it's because I haven't written a lot of people lately. I mean, you can't get autographs TTM if you don't write people. So I apologize for that. Things have just been real busy, as you know, but we're gonna get it caught up, and we're gonna be off and running again here soon. So a couple of things. Number one, I'm approaching 500 subscribers for my channel, and I've got a 500 subscriber giveaway coming up. I did a prize video to show you what all you will win once we reach the 500 subscribers and we hold that contest. So y'all check that video out. And without further ado, let's just get started in this here TTM through the mail autograph returns video. We got two coming out of Atlanta, Georgia. That's right down the road from me. We got one coming out of Reno, Nevada, and another one from Seattle, Washington. Let's get after it here. Let's dig into it and see what's coming out of Reno, Nevada. If you are an avid TTMer, you know that name right there. There's your good address for Rick Kester. Rick Kester. Rick Kester was a former Braves pitcher. Played 68, 69, and 70. Sent my letter back. This nice little note right there. It says, Jeffrey, happy to sign your cards. Even though my career ended prematurely due to shoulder injury, I am eternally thankful for the great life experience of getting to play with the Braves. Best wishes to you, Rick Kester. This is the second time I've gotten Rick Kester back in the mail. He signed this beautiful 71 Topps rookie card. This will be going out to Ralph Garr next. I'll finish that one out. And then I thought, why not go ahead and send this one? This is the 72 Braves Rookie Stars. I've already completed this card, and I don't really have the desire to complete another one because I'm out of Tom House cards, and Jimmy Britton, this was the only card he ever had that I know of. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this in the 500 subscriber giveaway too. And this is easily you can complete this card out and have you a nice Braves rookie card with a triple signed Braves rookie card. So I'm going to put this card in the 500 subscriber giveaway. So let's look at this right here and focus on Rick Kester. Rick Kester, like I said, didn't have a long career, no wins, no losses. Only, I think he pitched in 40 2/3 innings for his career. Struck out 31 batters, had a ERA of 5.98, but he did really good against three of the greatest hitters of his generation. Pete Rose, he held hitless in 3 at-bats. Willie Mays, he held Willie Mays hitless in 2 at-bats. And Willie McCovey, he held Willie McCovey hitless in 2 at-bats. So Pete Rose 0 for 3, Willie Mays 0 for 2, Willie McCovey 0 for 2 against the great Rick Kester here. So thank you so much, Mr. Rick, for signing that card and sending back that gracious note. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. All right, let's take a look out of one of the Atlanta, Georgia returns. Got that one back in September. So let's see who this is right here. This is from, oh, I remember this. Mr. John Mahaffey. I don't know if you can tell much about that autograph. That's a little dark spot. He signed that, what, a 1990 Pro set? Yeah, he signed that 90 Pro set. And then he signed that 1990 Pro set. John Mahaffey. He was a pretty good little PGA player. He won 10 PGA tournaments, the biggest of which came in the 1978 PGA Championship. He was trailing going into the final round. He was close, but not real close. The great Tom Watson. He had like I think he had like a 4 or 5 stroke lead going into the final round of that tournament, and he faltered, and Jerry Pate was trailing too. He made a big run, and he had a chance to win it on the 18th hole, but I think he missed a birdie putt. And then John Mahaffey made his putt. I think he needed a par. He might have got a birdie. I can't remember exactly. But anyway, it wound up to be a 3-way tie with John Mahaffey, Tom Watson, and Jerry Pate. Now, Tom Watson was already a 2-time British Open champion and a Masters champion. And Jerry Pate had won the 1976 U.S. Open. So John Mahaffey was going up against 2 really outstanding golfers. And John, he made the shots when he needed them. And he put out Tom Watson and Jerry Pate to win that tournament. So very happy to get Mr. John Mahaffey back on that Pro Set card. All right, and thank you, Mr. Mahaffey, for signing that card. This next one right here. Here's an address. It says TCP, 2900 Delk Road, Marietta, Georgia, 30067. Now, I don't know who TCP is, because I don't know what that's about, but I do know who this man is here, and I was very excited to get him. None other than Mr. Paul Azinger. He did not sign the protective index card, but that's okay. Mr. Paul Azinger. Very, very happy, very excited to get Mr. Paul Azinger back. Now, he too was a good little PGA Tour champion. He won 12 times on the PGA Tour. And the biggest win of his career was at the PGA Championship as well, just like old John Mahaffey here. But Paul won his in 1993. He was dogging it out that last round, going up against Greg Norman. He was trailing and didn't really. Things looked kind of hopeless for him, but he wound up birdieing 4 of the last 7 holes to force a playoff with the great Greg Norman. Now, Greg Norman, as y'all know, boy, he was just a tough luck, tough luck performer in major championships. They went into a sudden death playoff, and Paul Azinger and Greg Norman, they wound up parring the first hole, go to second hole. And Greg Norman hits a second shot, beautiful shot, gets it, within decent range for a birdie. Paul Azinger, he countered. And it was Paul's turn first to putt, and he missed his birdie putt. Then Greg Norman putted, or did Norman putt first? I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, they both missed their birdie putts. And Paul Azinger, he wound up, making his par putt. And Greg Norman was within 4 feet of to save par. He had just a short little 4-foot putt to save par. And Greg Norman putted that ball, and it lipped out. And that made Paul Azinger your 1993 PGA Championship champion. So very happy to have that. Hey, I mean, you can't fault him. You got to make the shots when you can make them. You know, when it's your turn, it's your turn. You've got to make those shots. And old Paul Azinger here, he made them when it counted, and he made them when he needed to make them. So very happy to have that. Thank you, Mr. Paul, for sending that back. And finally, coming out of Seattle, Washington. Got it back in June. This is from none other than Mr. Seahawk himself, Mr. Jim Zorn. I don't know if he's Mr. Seahawk or not. That title might go to his favorite target, Steve Largent. But Jim Zorn signed this card for me. I've been wanting to get this card signed for a while. I lost it in the move and couldn't find it, and I found it in a bag in the garage, and I was like, I'm getting this one out to him. So Jim Zorn, I mean, he was a really good quarterback. In fact, he made the NFL All-Rookie team in 1976 when he became the first rookie quarterback in NFL history to pass for over 2,000 yards. And for that performance, the NFL Players Association named him their Offensive Rookie of the Year. He would go on to make second team All-Pro in 1978 and played with the Seahawks from 76 through the 84 season. Dave Craig supplanted him as a starting quarterback for the Seahawks after that 84 season, so they sent Jim Zorn to the Packers, where he played with them in 85. Didn't do too bad. Started 5 games for him in 85 and had a 3-2 record in those 5 games. And Packers, I think they went 8-8 that season, and just missed the playoffs by about 2 games or so. He kind of retired. He said he wanted to take a year off from football and took some time off and went up to Canada and played for, I think, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. And he was up there for a little bit, and they released him, and he came on back home. And then the strike happened in 1987, and he played a game for the Buccaneers that year and as a replacement player, and then kind of called it quits. So for his career, threw for over 21,000 yards, 111 touchdown passes. And he also rushed for a little over 1,500 yards and 17 rushing touchdowns. He was one of the top 10 most mobile quarterbacks in NFL history. He was real good at scrambling. And some of you younger people might remember him when he was the coach of the Washington Redskins from 2008 2009. Didn't have a great tenure there. They went 12-20 those 2 years. I think it was back-to-back 6-10 seasons. So, but very happy to have Mr. Jim Zorn, and he put the inscription on there. I don't know if you can see it. Back it up. Proverbs 22:1. A good name is worth more than silver or gold. And to have a great reputation is, worth more than anything else in the world. That's what the Bible tells us in Proverbs 22:1. So you got a good name, Mr. Zorn. Thank you so much. You good man, good name, and a good ball player. So thank you so much for signing that card for me right there. Very happy to add that to the collection. Oh, and he was the second member of the Seattle Ring of Honor. So There you have it. Don't have my usual background, so I have to kind of get a lift and a pull down like this. Cram all those autographs in there. There you go. There's a good close-up. Well, tell me what you think. What do y'all think about these autographs? I'm going to give a shout-out and thank you to Mr. Rick Kester, John Mahaffey, Paul Azinger, and the great Jim Zorn. As always, folks, like, comment, subscribe. Do whatever you want to do. Till next time, y'all take care now. Have a good one. Bye.